Alright, all my people, can I get a hello? This your boy Seek. I'm representing the Hello Effect podcast, also the Worldwide Fleet DJs. And you know we outside, we at the New Music Wednesday. And who I had the pleasure to sit down with today?
Big Dotty.
Alright, that's what's up, you know what I mean? Welcome, you know what I mean?
Appreciate
Big
you,
Dotty,
man.
you know what I mean?
Appreciate you having me.
Alright, for the people that don't know who you are, you know what I mean? Let the people know where you from and what's your talent.
Okay. I'm Big Dotty, representing Plainfield, New Jersey.
Okay, Jersey.
Yeah, man. I'm giving you like a soulful rap, hip hop. You know, very out the mud.
Okay.
You know, giving you bars and also wisdom. And yeah, man, just bring you real street raw hip hop.
That's what's up. First and foremost, I want to say big shout out to Jersey. I'm from Jersey
Thank you.
myself.
Oh, no
You know what I
doubt.
mean, born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, but I currently live in South Jersey or whatever.
No
So
doubt.
it's a
That's
pleasure
what's up,
having somebody
man.
from Jersey here,
Man, that's
respectfully.
what's up.
All right, so for the people that might not know who you are, you know what I mean, my audience, you know what I mean, how did you get into music?
Shoot, man, Triumph and Trials
Okay.
brought me to music. I used to write poetry when I was younger, going through things, you know, in and out of, you know, jail and stuff
Okay.
like that, writing poetry. And then, you know, I started going through some stuff like, you know, corruption and government corruption and stuff, and it brought out like an inspiration to want to speak about it. And because you can't normally talk about it like just out in the public, you fighting a case and stuff. And so I just wanted to find a way to just vent and get things off my chest and give people a real perspective of like, you know, overcoming certain obstacles and stuff like that.
That's official. So
Thank
would you say your music is pretty much about your life, the things
Yeah.
that you went through?
Yeah,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure, for sure.
So why you stick to that? I understand you said you want to express yourself and stuff like that, but sometimes when you express yourself and you make that quote unquote type positive music, nobody
Right,
want to support you because it's easy for negativity.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So what make you sticking at knowing that no things like
Right.
that?
You know, staying true to myself is important to me, you know what I mean? And making sure I represent myself authentically, you know what I mean, to the people. I gotta be honest too, my music gonna give you a little bit of that rawness, that edge. But also, so it's not straight
Bang,
strictly
bang,
pop.
shoot 'em up or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I keep it on, you know, on track, and I'm also trying to give you a message and about, you know, just being a hustler and overcoming the obstacles of being a hustler. You know what I mean? So
That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
So thus far, how's been your journey in music though? Like you been getting the support from your folks, from the
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that though.
I'm from Plainfield, New
Yeah.
Jersey, and in my town, you know, I get a lot of support.
That's what's
you know
up.
what I mean? So I'm thankful of that. My town's always supported me too. So in anything that I've done, just being honest, I didn't experience a lot of hate, and you know, so I know that there's an ugly side to everything. But you know, for me, my journey has been pretty much people been open-minded.
Okay.
You know, to listening and giving me an opportunity, and I win some people over, and some people, you know, might not. Like you said earlier, you know, you coming straight positive or you coming in certain lanes. People kind of, I don't want to hear that, but you know, you win some and you lose some. So
Yeah, but I mean, I just want to highlight this. It's very important to be true to yourself. That's number
Yeah.
one. You know what I mean? And I don't know your age, but you seem like, you know what I mean, mature, older guy. You know what I mean? So I feel like today's days and age, we gotta deliver a message. You know what I mean? Because hip hop is very important to the culture. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Because I seen it. I mean, last week with Zeddy Will, the influence he have on children.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
we got a job. But what brings you out to, I mean, New Music Wednesday? You got a project, you got a song out. What you promoting right now?
yeah, I got a project out called Sacrificed It All.
Okay.
It's out on all platforms. I got a couple dope projects that's out. Black Collar Crime, one of my first like big tapes. I really think that was one of my best bodies of work. So that's out there right now. And yeah, I'm just pushing the music, man. I made a lot of music over the past year or so. So I just been dropping and making sure that people hear what I got to say. You know.
All right, let me ask you, name one thing that you love about hip-hop and one thing that you dislike about hip-hop right now.
I love the expression of hip-hop, that, you know, is versatile. People could, you know, express it in so many different ways through art. You know, hip-hop is art, hip-hop is fashion, hip-hop is so many different things, so I appreciate that. But sometimes I don't appreciate, like, the way it just get categorized as if it's something that we can overlook. Like the influence isn't as powerful as it is. So, you know, I feel like hip hop should be a lot more, celebrated.
Yeah, well, that's what's up. Let me ask you a question. So, like I said, for my audience that's just meeting you right now,
Right.
and being that I feel like me personally that hip hop is oversaturated with so many artists. Out of all the artists, why should they support you though?
My message is raw, it's real, and it's a continuation of the expression of people who I'm gonna say the oppressed people. I'm another voice for the oppressed people, you know, in America, and anybody that's been oppressed by the government, the system. I'm a true representation of people that's overcoming that obstacle and trying to fight through oppression, and I represent that. So, you know.
All right, that's what's up. All right, so other than the project that you said you promoting, what's next? You got any merch out? You trying to step into film? You trying to write books? What you trying to do?
Yeah, definitely trying to get into ebooks. I started a brand called Pot Junkies.
Okay.
You know, so I'm trying to get into the marijuana industry.
Okay.
And, you know, kind of brand, you know, get money, open up some new avenues for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I also own a dessert shop called Cannabis Pudding Bar. You can look it up, KHASIS, Cannabis. And it's dope. We've been in business for 10 years, you know, and you'll see a dope story to that business as well. So tap into that.
All right, man, that's what's up. Congratulations. Before we get up out of here, you want to shout any people out, you know what I mean, that have been
Yes,
supporting
sir.
you, that been holding you down?
I want to shout out like one of my strongest mentors in this music thing is Synfamous Beats, man. Much love, much respect. Let's Go Hayes, man. I love what they doing. And Hard Luck, man. They killing it in Jersey. I'll be out, man. Just shout out New Jersey that's putting on, you know, Big O, you know, everybody that's really, you know, doing things that's gonna help me progress as well in the future.
Nah, that's what's up, man. But once again, I want to shout out Big Dotty,
Man, peace,
representing
man.
Big Jersey,
Yes,
respectfully.
sir.
You know what I mean?
Plainfield.
We here, New Music Wednesday. Make sure y'all support them. Make sure y'all follow them. You know what I mean? We need more people that's gonna be out here expressing themselves, man.
That's right.
So we meet again. Hello.